You did everything, right? You studied hard. You got the degree. You showed up to the internships, the networking events, the early mornings nobody saw. You watched your peers post there, excited to announce moments, and you told yourself, my turn is coming. And then you checked your bank account, and the rent, and the loans, and something inside you just stopped. Not loudly, not with a breakdown, just quietly, the way a phone dies when you forgot to charge it. No drama, just darkness. So you stopped believing in the hustle, in the ladder, in the idea that the system was ever actually designed to catch you. Here's what nobody in a suit will ever say to you. You were right. Zendaya built everything the algorithm told you to want. The craft, the awards, the respect. 2 Emmy wins before 26. A career that looks, from the outside, like proof that talent plus work equals arrival. She moves through the world like someone who solved the equation. And financial nihilism doesn't care. Because this was never really about the amount in your account. It was about what you believed that amount meant. Safety, identity, evidence that your life was moving in the right direction, evidence that you were enough. But then the housing market laughed at your salary. Inflation swallowed your raise before you could feel it. The gig economy offered you freedom with one hand and yanked security away with the other. And slowly, a generation arrived at a conclusion that economists are only now catching up to. The American dream isn't delayed. It was always a story. Stock markets are collective fictions. Valuations are agreements, not truths. The foundation was fragile long before it cracked under your feet. So if the dream is hollow, if the whole system is just noise, then what exactly are you building your life toward? Here is what happens when a false foundation finally gives way. The ground clears. Financial nihilism sees the problem with devastating accuracy. But it responds with freefall. Spend it now, nothing matters, the future is a scam. That's not freedom. That's despair wearing a leather jacket. Seeing the broken system clearly is not the same as knowing what to do next. Long before TikTok named financial nihilism, Jesus was warning about something deeper. He talked about money more than heaven and hell combined. Not because it's evil, but because it is extraordinarily good at replacing God. It slides into your chest quietly. It starts answering questions it was never built to answer. Am I safe? Do I matter? Is my life going somewhere? And it always eventually fails to hold the weight. What if none of it was ever yours to carry? The earth is the Lord's, and everything in it. That's not a guilt trip. That's a transfer of weight. If God owns everything, then you are a steward. Someone entrusted with resources not defined by them. The crushing pressure of building your entire identity on a net worth that keeps moving? That pressure was assigned to you by a system, not by God. There is an ancient prayer that asks for neither wealth nor poverty. Just enough. Not enough, plus a little more, to finally feel secure. Just enough. In a world that has monetized your insecurity since you were a child, choosing Enough is one of the most countercultural, most deeply human decisions you can make. Go back to that moment. The quiet one. The bank app. The number that didn't add up. The light going out. What if that wasn't failure? What if that was the exact moment the wrong thing finally let go? So your hands could be free to hold something real? There is a hope that doesn't get revised in a quarterly earnings report. That doesn't flinch at interest rate hikes or market corrections or whatever apocalyptic headline drops tomorrow morning. It is not a feeling. It is not a 5-year plan. It is a person who went all the way down into loss, into abandonment, into the place where every human hope runs out, and came back. You were right to stop believing in a system built on sand. Now, for the first time, there's room for something that holds. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him. Romans 15 verse 13.